Alright, Ford fans out there, we're going to discuss the new release of the 2021 Ford Bronco. Keep watching.
Turn of a legend. The all-new Bronco two-door, the first ever Bronco four-door, and the adventure-ready Bronco Sport. Built to get you to all those places you normally only see in nature documentaries. Built for capability, for adventure, for enjoying the open air, on the open road, in the parts of the world without posted speed limits. Because if something is going to be called a Bronco, it better be able to live up to that name. Meet the future of off-roading. The all-new Bronco family.
So let's go on over to the Ford website and check out the specs. Now the only real disappointment I had was with the engines that they selected. You can see here they got, let me flip y'all around. Zoom it in here. They got Base, Big Bend, Black Diamonds, Outer Banks, Badlands, Wild Track, and First Edition. You know, so the base basically comes with essentials, standard 4x4, removable doors and top, 35-inch tires. Big Bend is leather wrapped, heated aluminum wheels, remote start, Black Diamond rear locking diffs, so it's kind of like a Rubicon version of a Jeep. Steel front and rear bumpers. It has the GOAT modes for all-terrain heavy-duty bash plates. Outer Banks has bigger wheels, LED headlamps and taillights, the big 12-inch touchscreen, and a better sound system. Badlands has the high-performance off-road stability system, Blistine monotube shocks. You can get it in 33 or 35s. Marine grade vinyl interior and rock rails. Wild Track has the 2.7 liter twin turbocharged V6 engine. 10-speed automatic transmission, black painted hardtop Sasquatch. I believe this one is 310 horsepower. Limited edition that combines the best of the Bronco models. This will just probably be the mall crawlers. So yeah, we get on down to, most of them come with this 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine. No V8, of course, and a lot of people are of course upset with no V8 option, just like all the Jeep owners have always been upset with no V8 option other than the Gladiator that just came out. So I don't know how the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine is as far as off-roading and stuff, but they have all these transmissions with the crawl gears. Now that is a pretty sweet feature, unlike what Jeep does with their transmission. Let's go back over here. Now, the 10-speed is only available though with the 2.7 liter. So in order to get the 10-speed, you're going to have to go all the way up to the Wild Track version, which is fairly expensive. But all the rest have the 2.3. Now you could probably pay extra money and get some crazy option. And then these other ones only have a 4 and 8 inch touchscreen, where that one model has the big 12-inch screen. Let's go on down here to, you can see the wheels, how they change up. You get bead locks when you start getting up to these expensive editions. Now it has independent front axles, and then I didn't think it did, but it's saying it's got a solid rear axle, which I didn't think it had that, but I guess it does. locking rear diffs with the Sasquatch package, locking front diffs, and that's on the Jeep versions. You're only going to get locking diffs and stuff with Rubicon package. And then also the sway bar link disconnects. Yeah, you're not going to get that with the low end Jeep packages either. Where this one, where is it at here? Something with the Haas system. But it has a way you can disconnect the sway bar links even if you're in between something. So let's see if we can get over to pricing. Models and specs, here we go. Okay, so the base starts at $28,500. The Big Ben, $33,000. The Black Diamond, $36,000. Outer Banks, $38,000. The Badlands, $42,000. And then when the Wild Track is where you start with the bigger motor, and it's $48,000. And the first edition is $59,000. I mean, that's a pretty good price tag. So the Wild Track, 310 horsepower. Because when you go to the Badlands, it's less than 270 horsepower. I noticed it had the automatic on-demand engagement here. Now, as far as the look is concerned, I mean, let's look up like older Bronco and compare. So here's like an older Bronco comparison. Let's pull that up. It would just let me blow it up here, but yeah, you can kind of see. I mean, the resemblance looks pretty close to the same. I mean, they nailed it on that. The grill, the fender hoops in comparison to up here, the way the top, the stance. I mean, we're looking pretty close to the same here, so. And as you can see, some of these old Broncos, they still be going for quite a bit. Definitely like this color though. So let's watch another one of these.
And this time, it's not just one horse. It's a whole family. Introducing the all-new Bronco 2-door. Built to take on the toughest terrain you can find. And the new Bronco 4-door. Built to give you the most open-air experience. And the Bronco Sport. Built to truly reconnect with the great outdoors. Introducing the Bronco family, built with adventure in mind, built to take Americans back into the wild, built to be bigger than just the vehicles themselves, built with the toughness of an F-Series and the spirit of the Mustang, built to be the future of off-roading, a family of vehicles that are all built wild. built wild, we mean being able to get where you need to go. Have the kinds of adventures you want while you're there, and get back again. Because it went through Built Wild extreme durability testing. We took the Built Ford Tough testing platform and then pushed it into the toughest terrains across the United States. And to get through that rigorous testing, you need to be able to handle it. You need to have capability, durability, and the most innovative designs. So we gave it just that. We gave every Bronco vehicle 4x4 standard across the whole family. No other American brand can say that. And the 2-door and 4-door have an available best-in-class maximum ground clearance for when you're taking on the wild. Bronco rewrites the record books with an available best-in-class maximum breakover angle, departure angle, and crawl ratio, and available 35-inch tires on every series.
Now let's stop it right there. Now that is a pretty good feature here versus the Jeep as far as the angle is concerned. I mean, because you try to do a lot of that with some Jeeps without having a lift kit and stuff, and yeah, you're gonna roll that thing. But I pretty much think these are built more for not rock crawling, but for more of like, you know, going fast on, you know, like sandy terrains and stuff like that, like a pre-runner type setup, which is pretty cool. I mean, how many people are actually gonna go be rock crawling, you know?
Angle and crawl ratio, and available 35-inch tires on every series right out of the factory. No other vehicle in its class can say that. And the Bronco Sport also has an available ground clearance that is better than key competitors, allowing for better approach angles and water weighting. We think your tires should work smarter and harder. So we use the most innovative tech to offer the Bronco 2-door and 4-door available front and rear locking differentials, so they can lock the Dana axles, sending traction to 4 wheels instead of 2. And we gave the Bronco Sport an available twin-clutch rear drive unit with a rear differential lock feature, allowing for greater off-road performance. And for when the wild really gets rough, we gave the Bronco 2-door and 4-door an available hydraulic stabilizer bar disconnect system. So as you encounter the tough types of terrains that make the wild fun, you can flex and crawl over any and all obstacles. And on Bronco, you can activate this even while under load, and it will use smart technology to automatically reconnect after you've conquered whatever obstacle you were taking on.
Now that's the feature I was talking about, that you could disconnect and reconnect even while you're in the middle of it. Now, like the Rubicons and stuff, with the Jeeps, you have to be on a flat surface before you disconnect electronically, like the stabilization, or it won't disconnect. So, but we'll see how well this stuff works out after people have been using it for a while.
And all Broncos come standard with terrain management systems with up to 7 available GOAT modes. So whether you're going through snow or rocks or dirt or sand or mud or water, the Bronco has you covered at the click of a dial. And that's just the beginning. Because it's more than just capable. It's capable with lots of power. Because Bronco 2-door and 4-door have an available EcoBoost engine projected to produce over 300 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. And with first-to-market available 10-speed automatic transmission or 7-speed manual, you can keep all that horsepower and torque in its power band. And the Bronco Sport is targeting unparalleled power with 245 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. Plus, Bronco has best-in-class available suspension travel because the Bronco family has a Haas system. The 2- and 4-door go a step further, offering an optional Haas system with Bilstein position-sensitive dampers. Similar to the trophy trucks that race at Baja and the Ultra 4 trucks that race at King of the Hammers, this new Haas suspension system is key to the high-performance off-road prowess of the Bronco, using modern independent front suspension to keep you riding smooth at higher speeds than you could with a solid front axle. You can enjoy the great outdoors to its fullest, with doors and a roof that you can take off, and store 4 doors in the vehicle on the Bronco 4-door, with max open-air experience, because there's no beam in the middle to block your view. And with body-mounted mirrors, you can enjoy the doors-off experience without losing sight of what's behind you. And you can enjoy the feeling of open air whenever and wherever you want, because they can be put back on just as quickly and easily. Capability and speed are important, but so is staying connected. So the Bronco family is built with technology and convenient interior displays, including an available 12-inch screen on Bronco 2-door and 4-door, and an 8-inch screen on Bronco Sport. Built with the heritage of more than 55 years of off-roading, combined with modern technological advancements. Like available trail maps that can be downloaded right to the Ford Pass Performance app with off-road navigation and seamlessly in. It means seeing every door and form that allows for not just all that gear, and available accessories that the wild worth getting back to. With the built wild capability to take on any type of terrain, the speed to take you over more of it, and the tools to take on adventures while you're there. You need a Bronco. The all-new Bronco family, built as wild as what you're looking for.
Alright, so there's a little rundown of the Bronco and some of its features and some of the videos they produced yesterday. Seems like it's going to be a pretty good competition to the Jeep. Give them a little bit run for their money, because they've been in this market for a while now with no competition. So this ought to be some good competition, and it's always good to have some competition, because it'll start lowering the pricing of older models, newer models, stuff like that. So it'll be cool to get one of these up in person and try to do a walk around video on it. I already know a guy at work that placed his order, so if he gets his order in, then we can do a little walk around on it. Normally I show, General Motor products and stuff like that, but, being this is a release that hasn't been out since the 80s or 90s, it was good to do a little feature on it. So, my 2 cents, I like the way it looks. I would have kind of wished for a bigger motor, just because I've owned a Jeep before with the 4-door version with the V6, and it was so underpowered. Once you start putting big wheels on it and lift kit, and I had to put lower gears in it and stuff like that just to get any power out of it. But it definitely does good off-road. But most of these people that own these, they have it more on the street than they do off-road. So, but anyway, hopefully y'all like this video on just a little rundown on the Bronco that Ford just released. So until next time.